Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while. We got the G35 at Andrew's house, and we are going to upgrade a problem that I've been having with this car for the past probably 2 years now. I've been going through hubs like crazy. A lot of people keep telling me it's because I run really big wheels. I don't know if that's really the problem or not, but we're going to upgrade from the stock G35 hubs to 370Z/G37 wheel hubs as well as the axles. So we have the car taken apart because in order to get it on the lift, we need the bumper removed. We need both side skirts removed. And if we go over here to what Andrew has going on, we have the 370Z hubs. Whenever we get one of the G35 hubs off, I'll show you guys the difference, but these are actually quite a bit beefier than those. And then we have our 370Z axles. We'll also get a comparison of that versus a stock one, but I'm pretty sure these are quite a bit beefier as well. So we'll get that started. Well, we'll get the car on the lift, and we'll start pulling stuff off. So next thing you'll see is the car in the air and seeing what we got going on underneath. All right, example A of why we need to do this. Horrible. Let me check the other side. I think this one's up.
That's play. Look at that.
It's not like the other one, but it's definitely...
Still.
All right, we're replacing both, so it's okay. Yeah. All right, we got both wheels off. Gonna raise the car up a little bit higher and start taking the axles apart and getting the hub nut off, or the axle nut off, and yeah, start removing stuff. And like I said, I'll show you guys the comparison of the axles and the hubs versus the G37 ones or 370 ones. So we'll start pulling that apart, and I'll pick the camera back up. So got the axle nut off on both sides. It's a 32 millimeter. And then we're working on getting the bolts out of the axles, which are 14s on either side. You just use a wrench on one side and a socket on the other, or 2 wrenches, however you want to do it. After that, we're going to have to remove the brake calipers and the rotor and start getting the hubs out. Just wanted to give you guys an update, and that axle was cooked. Enough of an update. All right, so we got the passenger side axle off, and I don't know if you guys can tell, the passenger, the G35 one is the one closest to me, and the 371 is the newer one in the back. But, oh, science, guys.
Harbor Freight.
That's how you know. Let's see, what's the difference here?
Zeroed out here. Should we go off the skinniest part?
Nah, the main part.
Should we do inches or millimeters?
Inches, I don't.
Okay, there's your inches. Okay.
1.18.
It's less.
It's less? Scammed.
Well, we'll go to the skinniest part. Hold on.
Looks beefier.
Skinniest part of the old one. Okay. Is that fair?
Yeah, we'll go off of that number. Thicker.
The old ones. All right, let's do the splines.
.16.
Oh yeah, there's some girth. There's your splines.
All right, so a little bit beefier, and then also I would imagine just the quality of the splines are a little bit better. Who knows, guys? As people say, it's an upgrade, so we'll test it. We'll see what happens. But so that's the difference between the two axles, the stock G35 axles and the newer 370Z/G37 axles. So that's what we're swapping to. We still got to get the hubs out and show you the comparison of that, but that's the first start. Well, we also just ran into a problem with the splines being slightly bigger on the 370Z axles. My axle spacers that are designed to go with my the dual caliber bracket that I have doesn't fit. So,
Also, all three of these axles are different lengths. And I'm wondering if this spacer, is that the same? Even that's on the same length as this. So do you even need the spacer?
Let's just try it. Just another quick update. It got a little cold, and got the axles out, got the brake calipers off. Now we are taking the bolts on the back side of the hub out. I believe they are 18 millimeter. Here we go. So got to get those 4 off, and then we'll be able to pull the hub out. And same for the other side over here. 4 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, we'll have the hubs out, and we'll just compare them to the upgraded ones. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so here's a side-by-side comparison of the G35 one on the right. As you can see, the collar doesn't go all the way to the top. Not a lot of support there. And then as you can see on the G37 370Z one, the collar goes all the way to the top. Lots of beefiness to it. So that's really the big difference there between the two. All right, so sliding the new axle into the new hub. My exhaust is always in the way on this situation. Should hopefully, yeah, get right in. And now I need to get some bolts, so I'm gonna have to put this down. But obviously, you get the hub on, and then you get the axles in, you put all the bolts in, and you just do the reverse of what you did in the beginning. And we'll have a car put back together. So with that being said, we'll keep working and let you know when we're all finished. We got a few other things that we're doing. Just changing the oil since it's getting cold out, switching from 20W50 VR1 oil to 10W30. I think I do this probably right around November time. Just in case I end up driving it for any reason during the winter, I would prefer not to have 2050 in it, just to be nicer to it. With that being said, we are also messing with my headlight because one of my headlight bulbs didn't work. And also, depending on if time permits, we may crank up my front coilover collars to raise the car. I know, that's disgusting. But we're going to raise it probably at least a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, just so I get more clearance. I'm kind of tired of my fender getting destroyed by my front tire. So I'm going to grow up a little bit and raise the car. It's a depressing time, guys. All right, so everything is mostly put back together, just torquing the axle nut. And then we'll be putting the rotor back on, putting both brake calipers back on, putting the wheel back on, and this job will be complete. So not too bad of a project, and I guess it's to be determined if it's worthwhile. But all I know is I had some terrible times with the stock factory hubs on these cars, so hopefully this upgrade does me well. So I guess we'll just update you after some time is going by and see what I think about them. All right, so it's actually the following week, and we're already testing the car to see how these hubs and axles hold up. But we're at I-55 Raceway in Peevely, the new kind of home of Drift STL. And we're gonna turn some laps and show you guys how the car does, and then we'll check the wheel bearings and see if they're holding up. want to? We'll go again. So how was it? Was it good? Was it a lot smoother than the last time? That first time you went? Were you bouncing around a lot, or you felt a little bit better?
A little.
You think you'll ride with me again?
Probably.
Okay.
It came off again.
It's okay. We'll stop it. All right, so I actually got to take my son out on a couple of laps. Those were his first laps on a drift track. And I just wanted to ask him how he felt about it and what his opinion of drifting is. Kai, what do you think of it?
It was like, I was kind of getting like sick.
It was fun? Did it feel sketchy? Were you scared at all?
No.
No? Would you do it again? All right. So that was cool to finally give him his first laps on the track. And again, the car is doing fine. Filling out the entry. I think I figured out the faint entry. I just have to go really slow into the first turn. So it still looks better than driving up to it and just clutch kicking. Adds a little bit of style, still at a slower pace, but I think it'll look pretty sick. I got someone recording some outside shots, so I'll put those in and you guys will see. All right, guys. So I guess this isn't the way I wanted to end the video, but the drift event didn't end exactly how I wanted it to. We ended up having to trailer the car home. Big shout out to Micah for going to get his trailer and getting my turd home. Car's in one piece, mostly. I mean, my bumper's off just because we had to load it on the trailer. But yeah, so what happened was I believe my slave cylinder went out. Basically, the car just wouldn't go into gear while running. So something I'm going to have to work on. But for the time being, I think that's probably the last event for me of the year. So I'm probably going to push it off for a little bit and just let it sit in the garage and think about its life for a bit. But that event was super sick. It's always a good time to drive with Micah. It's been a while since we've been able to drive together. So that was sick. The vibes were good. The weather was good. I was also stoked that I was able to give my son his first drift rides there. I can't wait for him to be tall enough to actually be able to see over the dash, because then I think it'll make kind of him being able to keep himself in the seat better, a little easier when he can see the turns and anticipate, the direction we're going. So with that being said, it's always a good time when you're going drifting, even when you break your car. So it happens. It's part of the game. Have a good day, guys.